Hi everybody, Sid here, and whilst I'm on Agrarian Skies World, this is not Agrarian Skies. This is, well, a channel update stroke Q&A session. Question and answer for those who are not TLA or acronym familiar. But so yeah, it's time to have a little chat. Really, let me just get that out of my face so we can see. It's time to have a little chat about some of the things that are going on the channel, in my life, things that we want to basically ask you about, see how you'd like to see certain things change moving forward, and yada yada. So when I set out doing this, seems like ages ago, but it was only a couple of years or so. Back in the day when I was just doing it because it was a little bit of fun. Let me just change back into this. I was putting out maybe one video every 2 or 3 days, something like that, and all was well and good in the world, and you know, we grew slowly, and then one day I started doing the this mod pack called Magic Farm 2 specifically, and I started getting more subscribers from this particular mod pack. Agrarian Skies 1 was another one that seemed to do fairly well, and you know, the number of series grew, and we eventually got to the point where we're putting out 1 video a day, and now we are putting out roughly 2 videos a day, and unfortunately I can't keep this pace up, because, well, let's be honest, I am a full-time employee. I don't do this for a living. I do this for fun, and don't get me wrong, I'm getting an immense amount of fun out of this, but time-wise, I need to cut back somewhat on. My God, there's a lot of mobs piled up in there. Cut back somewhat on what we're doing. To the extent that, you know, we are, you know, just let me just thin these a little bit while we're talking. Yeah, to the extent that we do just desperately need to get back some time, get back a little control, and slim us back from the, what have I got, seven series that I'm running at the moment to yeah, maybe 5. I think 5 series. It'll be 5 in the first instance is my first plan. So the first thing that is going to, first casualty of my purge is going to be, well, it's going to be Agrarian Skies. This is why I'm here. Views much lower on, ow, oi. Yeah, we'll teach you. Right, that's can't reach that. That's made some sense out of that lot anyway. Yeah, we saw you, don't worry. So yeah, that is the first thing. Agrarian Skies 2 specifically is going to be coming to an end, and I don't really want to end it. It's just really not sustainable for me to continue this. It's an incredibly, we knew this when we started, just how grindy as a pack Agrarian Skies is. So yeah, there's no real surprise there. We're going to in the jar. So yeah, that's our first casualty, Agrarian Skies. Now, I did say this was going to be a bit of a Q&A, so let me just get away from the things. So the other thing, one of the things I strive towards regular is getting my audio as clean as possible. Now, as you know, I'm an ex-smoker. My God, it sounds good sounding that. I'm ex-smoker. Not a hugely ex-smoker. I am an ex-smoker just over 2 months, and yeah. I tend to be a little bit chesty when I'm breathing. You're going to hear my breathing. My breathing is a little bit more breathy than usual. So I apply a number of post-processing, post-audio tricks to this. Now, one of those things is normalizing it, and I've noticed that my volume seems a little bit high on my voice just recently. So the first question for you, and the way we're going to run these is YouTube has a poll feature. So at the end of this question, there will be a poll pop up and you get to choose which one you want, which answer best suits you. Simple, huh? I'm not entirely sure where it will appear, so just keep your eye on the screen. But the first question, so do you prefer my audio either A, normalized, like it is now, or, and we'll cut to a moment in a second, do you prefer B, unnormalized? So I'll repeat them in unnormalized format: A, normalized, or B, unnormalized. And as I say, this is entirely up to you. I'm just really trying to get some feedback. So yeah, I'll give you a chance to complete that, and I will see you in a mo on our next little foray. Alright, so well, thank you for that feedback on that first bit. So here we are, we're in Tekkit Legends now. This is, I am afraid, going to be the second casualty of the cull. This is not going to be an immediate casualty. I've still got a few things I want to do here, but you've got to remember that this was started December last year as a mini series to just go cover me during my holiday, to have a little bit of extra content while I was away on vacation. And as usual with most of my mini-series, they very rarely stay mini, and consequently it's still going. So yes, it needs to go. It is getting put towards the end game anyway. We've got the full Project E armor, where the process we're currently undergoing is to get the mass fab running to make the quantum armor, and some of the stuff from IC2. But there really isn't a huge amount. I mean, this pack was quite literally a foray back down memory lane. Oh, we got mutated true leaves in there as well, look. So it was quite literally a foray down memory lane of the Tekkit thing. So yeah, a few more series left of this, and it's not a major issue because it is an extra one we do at evenings. So, but this will be coming to an end. Do not fear, there will be other tech content coming, because that's will be the next thing we're going to have a chat about. And the third and final, what's the word? Third and final victim, if you like, is of course Regrowth. Regrowth is coming to an end this week. We've got 2 more episodes left to go in Regrowth, and then we're doing it. That will be episode 100. We will not have quite completed every single quest. There are a few which, well, as you know, we're not doing the reactor quest because it's just stupidly, insanely, pointlessly grindy. Probably not taking on Lenny because, again, it's such an exercise. That actual boss fight is such an exercise in random number generation and pure luck that quite frankly gives me the screaming heebie-jeebies thinking about it. We will definitely be doing the Lord of Torment. There's a couple of other bits and pieces in there to finish off the Gaia 2, for example, and we'll be bringing Regrowth to an end, which brings me on to the next question. We're going to be replacing Regrowth, and the objective is to take the Mage server down as a server, and Mage will move over to single player. We will then put up a new server, and that server is, for my preference, FTB Infinity Evolved non-expert mode. This is my preference. However, I do want to ask you guys what you think. So let me know, do you think that the Infinity Evolved server should be grindy as hell, aka expert mode, or a little bit more fun, a little bit less grindy, a little bit more relaxed, and non-expert mode? And yeah, that poll should be up on the screen about nowish. So, expert mode or not an expert mode? Right, I will see you in a few moments once you've had a chance to vote. Alright, so that's that question out of the way. So then that obviously means that Mage Dark Ages is going to become a single player series. We'll take the world download. Try not to walk into the walls. And the new server series will be FTB Infinity. Now, here is a question. Do we then continue to stream? Continue to stream. I'm trying to do this from memory, and I'm not really into this perspective. Do we continue to stream Mage Dark Ages? Do we, or do we stream Infinity Mode? And basically, that will determine to some degree what pack we end up, because depending on what pack we end up streaming, I'm trying to rephrase this. We will be releasing that. The streamed pack will be going out on a Wednesday and a Saturday, which is the current slots for Mage. The Iron Golem actually managed to get on the roof of that. How, I don't know, but he managed somehow to get up there. Incredible. Yeah, so whatever we stream will be the Saturday and Wednesday slot, and the Tuesday and Friday slot will be whatever we don't stream. So it will either be Mage Dark Ages single player or FTB Infinity. Version to be decided. So yeah, which would you prefer to see the live stream? Do you want us to continue streaming Mage Dark Ages, even though it will be a single play? Did you just go in my house there, sir? You did, didn't you? I saw them. They're spreading out. They're learning. Yeah. So that is the final, really the final question for you guys. You know, what do you want to see in the live streams? Do you want to see this? Do you want to see FTB Infinity Evolved? And again, there's a little poll on the screen around about nowish, just asking your opinions on that. And wow, you don't realise how fast you move in this stuff until you try and do this. So yeah, that's really it. What we should end up with at the end of this is Monday being Life in the Woods, Tuesday being FTB Infinity Evolved or Mage, depending on the answer to the last question, with Thaumaturge in the evening, and for the duration that Thaumaturge continues. Remember, Thaumaturge is supposed to be a mini-series as well. The Wednesday will be FTB Infinity Evolved or Mage, depending on what we're streaming that night. Thursday will be Terra Firma Craft. Friday will be FTB Infinity Evolved and Live in the Woods. So that will be the evening session on that one. Saturday will be Mage and Stroke or FTB Infinity Evolved. This is confusing. And Thaumaturge, and then Sunday will be FTB, which brings us back down a couple of evenings. And as I say, once Thaumaturge is complete, that'll take it down a little bit more. So we're not quite so things. Now, I am going on holiday again in around about 50 days. So there is another mini-series planned now. I have carefully selected this one to ensure that it can actually be a mini-series. I'm just going to change it to first-person view, and not be, you know, this crazy, insane pack that, you know, just takes longer and longer and longer to. Whoa, I need to eat. Oh, hang on, no, I don't. I'm wearing my blood armor. Unnatural hunger. I wonder how that works with the blood armor, because obviously I do. Hey, whoops. So yeah, that's it. I think I'll give you a rough idea of the updates. As usual, all comments are welcome. Anything, whether they're related directly to what we've said or in some way unrelated, it doesn't really matter. But do let me know what you think. And as always, thank you ever so much, very much. Thank you for being such great viewers and keeping me appraised of your opinions. And yeah, we'll keep it up. So until then, bye for now.